Welcome to episode 14 of the John Doe Show. He ain't got no name. To my left.
I knew it. Look,
that was your mission.
That was my mission, but other shit came up.
Mission aborted.
So, Omaha.
I had an idea for it. You can say it off. You can say it off air. I had an idea.
Yeah, we'll talk about it.
All right.
We'll talk about it. And you know what? I'm not too much interested because our name ain't really breaking anything on YouTube. So we ain't got the exact name.
Yeah.
So
we just using that. What is it? The
acronym. So
yeah,
we're good. We're good.
Yeah.
WWTW. So to my left, we got the man Tavon.
Tri-State Tip, IG.
Julian Smith on Facebook.
Smitty with 365 on Instagram.
That's
John
the boy.
Doe.
That's the boy.
John Doe again.
Whatever.
Don't look for me. So got the Eagles game on.
Yes.
Playing the Cowboys.
And they're getting spanked.
Putting a hurting on them. 17-0.
They're getting spanked, and I'm loving every bit of it.
Second quarter. Shout outs to Leatherhat, Raheem. He's up at the game.
Yeah, he ain't posting no pictures.
Which is surprising.
I'm gonna have to talk to him about that when I see him. Like, yo, you ain't putting no pictures up.
He busy tailgating.
True indeed.
And tailgating, if you know what I mean. But anyway.
In the city of Philly.
Man. So, you guys want to start with the movie that dropped this week that I'm hearing a lot of things about?
Yeah, we could start with that.
Oh, pick.
Damn.
Sorry.
Philly look like they taking this one.
Oh, yeah.
But I'm sure Julian got a lot to say about this. So the movie being Halloween ends,
and we keeping it non-spoiler, right?
Spoiler free.
Spoiler free.
Okay.
Because it just dropped.
All right.
Mm-hmm. I mean, that's up to you.
Yeah, I could do it.
It just dropped.
I could do it. I could do it.
You did watch it, right?
I did.
Okay.
I did. All right. But go ahead, Julian. I'll let you rock. This your boy.
Yeah.
Okay.
There you go. I'm not even looking at the TV.
Off subject.
Now.
Yes, we got Wakanda Forever coming out soon. Yes, I can't wait to see this. Okay, Halloween Kills. Whoa. Where do I start? I'm mixed. I have mixed feelings about it. A part of me likes it. A part of me didn't like it. A big part of me that didn't like it was the fact, is this going to spoiler territory?
If you think it's going into spoiler territory, 9 times out of 10, it's going to spoiler territory.
Yeah, don't do it.
I was expecting to see more, but I got less. That's a better way of putting it.
Is that may not? That may not be spoiler. Go ahead. Just say don't. Just say what you wish you saw. I think I know what you're gonna say.
If I say it, I'm going to spoil it.
All right, never mind.
That's why I'm leaving it like that.
I mean, because we could follow up in a couple weeks. Let some people see it.
But
next weekend we giving the full spoiler. You got a week.
But I'll say this: it's definitely
you give
one of the horror films that's going to have a debate when people see it. And I'll say that.
That's true.
Sorry, folks. Ice was a little loud right there.
I didn't hate it, and I was not a fan of the second one. I think I enjoyed this one more than the second one, just because the ending of the second one pissed me off so bad. However, I do think the series fell off. The first one was really good to me. The first whatever they want to call it, the 2018. That one was really good to me. And then I had high hopes for the other two. The second one came off really campy to me a little bit, almost like comedy. This third one, I want to say, took a more serious tone. Yes, it was not what I was expecting, and but the route they did take with it, I didn't hate it. I'll say that.
Like I said, it's interesting. just because of the risk they kind of took with it.
Yeah. If
Even
I had
though
to rank them, the first one, the third one, the last one, the second one, I'd probably get a 7, honestly. I'd give it a 6 or a 7. I can't really debate. I'm really like in between right now. I probably got to watch it one more time. But that second one was like a 5.
That's what I'm going to do because it's, like I said, I wanted to see more, but you got less.
Yeah. It's something was missing from it.
A big thing. And I was just like, and I think that's where the uproar is. I mean, for those who've seen it, you may know what I'm kind of talking about.
Yeah.
But.
Now, question: are these still Rob Zombie's work? Or
No.
Okay.
David Gordon.
I don't know
Green.
what happened with those. Did he ever finish that?
Nah.
No.
I mean, would you want to see him finish that after he had a unicorn? You don't remember that? It's the beginning of the second one. There's like a unicorn.
I didn't see the second one. I only saw the first one.
Don't.
Well, if you got if you got some time to some time to waste, that would be the movie to watch.
All right.
No offense to Rob Zombie.
Did you watch
that ain't the mark.
Did you watch the Halloween? This new one?
Me, not one of my franchises.
Okay. Have you seen any of them?
I've watched the originals.
I'm talking about the last 3.
No.
Okay.
I'm like the original 1, 2.
So
and
this
unfortunately, 3.
is a continuation of 1 and 2.
Mm-hmm.
All the other ones technically didn't really
But-
happen.
Without even spoiling it again, it was more like a thriller. It had the theme of a thriller movie. It wasn't really like a typical slasher film. I mean,
I really don't know. I don't know how I classify it.
because it was borderline both, really. Like I said, they took a big gamble with this one, and I think they did this on purpose just to get a kind of.
If I say what it reminded me of, it's going to give a spoiler. But there's like a similar, I don't want to say similar movie, but never mind, because it's going to give a spoiler. It's going to give a spoiler.
I'm trying to talk around it without really saying it.
My opinion, I think this one was more grounded. I think they seen what was going on, and they said, "Wait a minute, let's take it back to basics and try to like lure people in with more of what people want to see, and that is how is Jamie Lee Curtis's character like dealing with everything."
Yeah,
because there's a lot of stuff that happened to her between the first and the second one, leading into this one. So. So that I think that was like one of the things that I liked about it is the fact that it was more grounded,
and that's what I think the second one got away from.
Yeah.
It was like it was a
They
little too campy.
They went kill crazy in the second
Yeah.
one. I like Halloween Kills, but we'll call it for what it is. They got a little they went a little overboard with the killing.
Yeah.
I mean, they told you Halloween.
Well, I know that's why. I mean, I liked it. Don't get me wrong. I love a good slasher.
I thought it was bad. I thought it
was bad too.
They really missed the mark with that one.
But this one, like Tavon and Brian said, that they kind of really like grounded it down a lot, and it's definitely gonna have amongst our fans. It's gonna have some talking points about it just because of the story that they went with it.
Yeah, because it was a train that came off the rails, and then this one like it put it back on there and steadied the course,
but it wasn't the grand finale. No. It wasn't the grand finale that they were expecting. So.
I mean, like I said, I respect it just because of the risk they took with it. I mean, it's. I mean, anytime you get an established IP, you want to try something new with it. It's just this being a finale. I didn't think that some of it they should have did, but some of it. I mean, I'm gonna have to watch it again just to get a better gauge of it. But it was good. I mean, it's not good and it's not bad. I don't hate the movie at all.
Yeah,
but it's definitely something that's going to be having.
So, do they do another Halloween movie?
I don't think so. Not in this theme. I don't know. Here, this is the even bigger question: is if they.
I think it's done for a minute.
Yeah. If they reboot it, how would you start it off?
It would be the original story you told again.
Yeah,
I think it's done for a minute.
Yeah, it needs to be.
Like a good minute too, like 20 years, 20 plus years.
Because it wasn't really that much time between Rob Zombie's second one,
and that's why I kept getting confused.
One.
I thought this one was still tied to that one.
Mm-hmm. Give it some time to breathe.
Yeah, it's gonna be like 20 plus years. I feel like.
Wow, you getting that much time?
Nah, I would give it 10. I would give it 10. Well, it made its budget this weekend. It cost $20 million to make, and it made 40 or 53 million.
Oh yeah,
over 10.
There's gonna be another
over
one.
10.
So I mean, in retrospect, I mean, even though you're probably going to see it slip down just because of what's great come out next week with Black Adam, but it's going to be floating around in like the top 10. I mean, I wouldn't say top 10. It's going to take a big dive after this.
I think
but it clearly made its money.
I think people they're going to try to focus on other franchises.
Mm-hmm. So we're giving
Jason ain't get a Friday the 13th hasn't gotten anything in a minute.
Just 09.
And then that's because of that
What
loss.
was 09?
That was the remake with
They
Marcus
had a remake?
Nipsel. You never saw the Marcus Nipsel remake?
Who? Nipsey Hussle. Who?
Marcus
Nipsel. He they got him.
Hold on. He said Nipsey Hussle.
he made the Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the remake one.
I seen the remakes of Texas Chainsaw. I ain't seen no Friday the 13th.
Never saw the Jason. That was the one where they
It was called
Friday
the
the
13th.
13th. Yep.
I'm finding it
Matter of fact, the
tonight.
guy that played the Predator played him in Alien vs Predator.
I'm gonna find it tonight.
It's not bad.
You've never heard? It came out on like Valentine's Day of 09.
I thought you was about to say it came out straight to DVD or some shit.
No,
But you said- Valentine.
It probably could have.
It was actually good though, believe it or not.
Okay, that's a story for another day. Going back to Michael Myers and in this shelving for a little bit, I think they need to put it away for a little bit, and then after a while, like after 5 years, gauge the audience's interest after this movie. After this trilogy sets in people's minds, and like see if this is something that they wanted to see again. And if it is, then make it. If it's not, do something original.
So Mike gonna go on vacation.
After this, it's going to be an extended. But it's kind of opened up the door for some more legacy sequels if we get to that point.
You gonna bring Busta Rhymes' character back?
Oh shit!
Hell no.
See how he been coping with it since that his encounter with Michael Myers.
Rappers are 2-0 against him now.
Oh, hold on now. What if there was if someone came up with the idea of putting all the it would be a shared universe thing, which would probably be like negative. But what if they put all the survivors of these films in a movie, and they had to go through a therapy session, and the therapist was actually having them there to try to kill them off because they all survived?
Mm-hmm. That'd be interesting.
That would be crazy. Like I think that'd be a crazy movie to watch.
You just make somebody some money, bro.
Somebody just write it down. Somebody writing it down right now.
Yo,
Don't take my ideas, man.
it's like that recess emoji. What was that little kid that was writing on?
Oh yeah,
Because wouldn't that be crazy though? Like to see, like say if they had like if Nancy had survived, like what if they had Laurie Strode telling her story to Nancy, and Nancy was telling her story to her, and then you have Alice, tell her story. And they're like, wow, we all got through this stuff. And then all of a sudden the therapist, they go to their rooms and they just started, he or she just started snapping out, start killing the survivors. That would be crazy. I'd watch it.
You weren't supposed to survive. You shouldn't.
Like guilt trip them for living. You know what I mean? Like that. I think that'd be
And
crazy.
then,
And they called the
then at
movie-
the end, it's
I know you're going to say something crazy.
M. Night Shyamalan, and then the movie is Cabin in the Woods Part 2.
Cabin in the Woods was dope, though.
It was a good movie.
I like that.
It was different.
I like
It
that.
was, but that's how I can see it playing out. You can make it a trope again and be like, "Yo, yeah, these characters fucked up the Earth because they were supposed to die in their movie."
Now, didn't they make that movie in like a 3 days? Like something. It's like a real short notice. That movie. It was
not
like
sure.
it was like a real fast turnaround that they made that movie in.
Damn, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
I know
It
it
was-
sat for a minute.
Yeah, it was a real because Helmsworth had made it before even the audition for Thor. So it was way back.
It was supposed, I think, don't quote me on it. I think it was supposed to be like a direct-to-video movie. Or it's going to go to on streamer, I think.
And I think
Yeah.
once he got that Thor part, that's when they put it out. And it was like, they did that and that
Red
that
Dawn.
remake. Yeah, that remake.
Red
Oh, the
Dawn.
Red Dawn. Yeah, I remember that.
Because both of them were done before he even did Thor.
Yeah.
Didn't Red Dawn have Josh Peck in it?
Yeah.
It had all of young Hollywood in it at that point.
Yeah.
And then after that, it just like snowballed from there. And the Cowboys are getting their asses kicked. I love it.
Speaking of another franchise movie,
Oh,
I
Brian,
watched.
you could call that movie Survivor's Guilt. That's the name of that in my head.
Survivors.
Trademark it, bro.
Why not? I just gave them some fruit to eat.
Recess emoji.
What did I just watch? That damn motherfucking Hellraiser.
Oh, you did watch it finally?
Yeah, boy, don't watch that shit.
You didn't like it?
Nah, I know he got the thing with gore and stuff.
Okay.
That's and I'm weird with a certain gore.
You watched it?
I didn't watch it yet, but I like the Hellraiser movies. It's a little weird. Yeah, I'm not into gore, but the Hellraiser.
All I know, I was eating. And I was like,
Bonchon.
Let me put this down.
shit, I could not finish my food, man.
I don't know
You saw me in there drinking that dark liquor because I had to like,
You have to wash the nightmares away.
yeah, I had to like reset.
man.
I had to reset. And that shit was they be thinking of some weird shit.
It
And you know
touched
what? Hellraiser, the original one, I was such a young kid. I just remember like certain images from the movie. I didn't really comprehend the movie at that age. But that shit crazy.
Yeah, it's about S&M.
Yeah, that shit just the things people think. Oh, that's Clive Barker.
Yep.
The things motherfucker think of, boy.
But I don't think he had anything writing wise to do with this one. I think
He
that
just
was-
directed it.
No,
he
I
had
think he
nothing.
was just an EP on
Yeah.
it. I think he just
And
vouched
that might have only been in name.
He said Freak
Okay.
Bowl.
for it. He is, from what I understand, man.
Freak Bowl.
He in them chains and leather.
He is married to a black man.
Yeah. Who? A black what?
A black man.
Yeah,
A black man.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I ain't
Here's
know
to you, Claude.
Yeah.
He is married to a black man.
But yeah, that's
Freak Bowl.
But as a whole, did you like it? Other than how you felt about the stuff making your stomach sick.
it was better than I thought it would be for a Hulu movie.
Okay.
Hulu movies don't really have that production behind it. It had good production behind it.
They've been stepping up lately, though.
Yeah, it was everything was done well. It's just a crazy ass story.
The girl, from what I understand, it was really good, though.
Which one?
The one that played
The lead.
Pinhead.
Pinhead. Yeah.
You talking about? Okay.
I forgot her new name in it now. Though. Was it the priest or something like
I
that?
can't remember, but yeah.
I don't think they didn't call anyone any other.
Well, if you watch the if you have the captions on, and when one of them speak, they'll say that name of that being. So they did technically have names, but nobody called them anything in the movie.
I think it said Hell Priest. I think it said because
I'll show you, but there is something. One of them had a funny name.
I mean, I guess whoever did it kind of really respected the lore of it because they went there with a lot of things though.
It was a mind-boggling. It was what they. I think it was what it was intended to be in the beginning. I think they just made it like a little bit easier to comprehend. Because I think now people are like, "Oh, okay, I understand what this is about now."
Do you though?
I do. I do now. Like you said, when the first one came out.
Because I
was
still don't
kinda
understand
like,
what the hell going on. I just know not to.
Touch your box.
Yeah, don't touch shit on that. Throw that shit out.
Like for me, it was. To me, it's more understanding than when it was, in the '80s. I got a better grasp of what's going on.
It took me years really to watch the first one to understand it. I mean, the whole story of it though. It was more Pinhead in the first one was just like a character just that popped up, but the whole story was about the uncle.
And the movie was like that because Doug Bradley couldn't walk or see. Because it was,
Who's
his
Doug
clothes.
Bradley?
He the one that played the original Pinhead.
Okay.
And he
Because of the
contacts, the dark tinted contacts, and then like the dress, he couldn't really move.
Yeah.
So all of his stuff was like, he was stagnant because he was afraid to fall.
He did look stiff as hell though when he was in the beginning of the movie when he was piecing the guy's face back together. He was sitting. You can tell like, he like practiced like sitting up and down.
Yeah, it's probably because he couldn't see.
I was like, ooh, okay.
I don't know if it's because I'm getting old or what, but I'm more of a jump scare horror. Zombies, I'm cool with. Vampires, I'm cool. Something about.
I hate jump scares.
I'm okay with it, and you know what?
Jump scares.
I don't like being jump scared, but at the same time,
You like being jump
I
scared.
like going like this. I'll be like,
We had a jump scare last week with the spider though. Remember?
I had a jump scare with a pregnancy test. Well, never sorry.
So, folks,
Henry Cavill
coming off of Halloween. So what's next?
We got to talk off there.
Henry Cavill returns. How do we feel about that?
It was a COVID test. I thought it was.
I can't.
I'm done. Henry Cavill.
Oh, man.
Hey, you ain't even had no Mad Dog.
No,
Oh, man.
I'm starting to think J-Rock can handle anything, man.
Don't even give him rubbing alcohol.
finna drink soda, man.
Henry Cavill. That's y'all boy. Go ahead. I ain't gonna start that. Go ahead. Henry Cavill back, apparently. Rock announced saying welcome home.
Yes. I love it. I love it. He's a good dude. He's my favorite Superman in this whole hysteria now, and I'm glad that finally some of the news has been coming out about how he came back. That's a bigger story within itself. So, let's
talk about that, because since the movie isn't out and we can't really talk about how much he affects it.
Damn.
Well,
Damn. Yeah.
Wow.
Damn.
So what can we say to that?
I don't know any of the details about how he came back, why he came back, how.
I won't read them.
All I know is he may have a part in this Black Adam movie. Personally, I kind of don't really care. I'm not gonna lie. I think they should have did Black Adam. They should have did Shazam, Black Adam first. It would have been a bigger draw for me to see Henry Cavill return 2 years from now. We haven't been a year removed from that. When did that Snyder cut last year?
2021.
2020. Yeah. But still,
21.
he's still fresh in our memory. As it would have been bigger if they let people think he wasn't going to be Superman again, and then he pop up.
I think they had to.
It's too soon. It was too soon.
Like I was telling him earlier, I think they had to do it just because they trying to stay in the
mix. It felt forced to me. It felt forced.
November the 11th was right around the corner.
Exactly, and it's still not going to beat it.
It's
no
not.
matter what they do.
It's not. I just think they're trying to get the money that they can now.
They could put everybody they got.
It's done.
They could bring Michael Keaton. Everybody. It's still not going to beat that movie.
No.
It's not. But
and that's why
I think they're trying to get as much as they can.
Yeah, and that's the bullshit that I've been talking about. And that's the bullshit you've been talking about.
They're not passionate.
They trying to get the money. I'd rather a good story with his supposed nemesis first. Zachary Levi and what's his name could have sold the movie, The Rock.
Yeah.
But now we got to deal with whatever Shazam 2 is.
Pointless movie now.
Probably going to be a 7, 6.
I'm not going to really say if it's pointless until we see both of them.
They created characters for that shit.
Yeah.
For what?
For Shazam 2.
Oh, have Helen Mirren and them, they don't exist in the comics?
Nah.
I never knew that.
Yeah, that's where I think that was like a MacGuffin use.
It was stupid. When they had his nemesis ready. I feel like it's a drop opportunity.
I also think it's more so The Rock wanting to have his shine first.
The Rock want to go. Yeah, The Rock want Henry Cavill. Right? Everybody wanted to see The Rock versus. I mean, because I guess that's the DC's biggest draw. But that's the problem. DC, y'all have not established any real character other than Aquaman and Wonder Woman. And even then, what's the last we heard of Aquaman movie?
When is that drop?
That shit been quiet. I heard he cut his hair.
Nah, they pushed it back. It's done.
Because Homegirl got into that thing with Johnny Depp.
Yeah, they pushed it back because of the VFX, everything with all the visual effects.
All I know, She-Hulk, and I'm going a little ahead. She-Hulk, then spoiler name dropped X-Men. They name dropped a couple things.
That was dope.
And ain't no way Black Adam versus Superman going to outsell. People been waiting. People waiting for this United Universe with Marvel with their Fox characters.
Well,
ain't enough. They had an opportunity to build a great story.
So do you want to
Go
segue
ahead.
into that?
No,
Or we still
sorry,
going?
we finished because I feel like I took the talk about y'all piece on Henry Cavill.
I'm done.
Nah, I'm good.
'Cause I think we talked
I'm
about
getting some of this
that.
mad
I
dog.
think we had.
Once Davon started barking, it's a wrap.
I think honestly, this conversation is ad nauseum right now. I'm happy he's back. I just want to see how. I think all of us is just kind of interested in seeing how Black Adam's going to be. Then I think we can really start judging what their motive and what they're going to do from there.
So Rock's trying to take over DC is what y'all saying?
I wouldn't necessarily say he's.
I feel like he calling some shots.
He is.
Now I see where Vin Diesel's coming from.
Nah, but you know what?
That's bullshit. I see where Vin Diesel.
No, but I mean, apparently, I'll put it like this, and just some behind the scenes stuff on how he did it. It kind of made sense. He basically was saying the same shit we were saying. He was like, "Look, get y'all shit together." He said, He said, y'all all over the place. Stop trying to compete with Marvel. Let's do our own damn thing.
He shot his way all the way up to fighting Superman.
Yep.
He this supposed to be a JSA movie, and it turned from JSA to I'm about to fight Superman.
It's getting it's overshadowed.
Don't worry, Batman will be in Black Adam too.
Black Adam 3 at least.
But
It ain't no way he going down from Superman. He said I'm either going from Superman to fighting Batman, or I'm fighting motherfucking
I think what's going to end up happening.
what's the Omega Beam dude?
Dark Side.
Dark Side.
Doomsday. Dark Side.
I'm just guessing. I imagine they're probably going to just put all three of them in a film at one point.
They probably will.
It might do something kind of like Kingdom Come.
He forced his way into everybody else's movie.
Oh yeah, I
That
mean,
poster at the movie theater gonna look dope though.
I guess.
I like the fact
I
that he
guess.
kind of went in there and finally just basically said what needed to be said. I mean, point blank and simple.
I still like the same thing happening.
Yeah,
It's the same story again. Other than now, it's just The Rock is helping, but it's the same symptoms.
Somebody got to steer that bus.
And nobody's staring at it. You can't let The Rock come in and stare. This is his movie. He want to be the star.
Facts.
I mean, at the end of the day,
and he's Hollywood's biggest
Yeah.
actor. Right? You don't want to like get him all upset and not have him wanting to do anything else. Which
Hey, if it come down to it,
I like the fact that he finally somebody went in there and basically said enough. I mean, do your own damn thing.
he hit him with the Owen Hart. Enough is enough. And
it's gonna sell for 2 weeks.
That's all.
It's gonna sell for 2 weeks.
It's gonna make like 300.
It'll make its money. I mean, I want the thing is, I want to see Black Adam succeed, so other characters that that are lesser known properties can succeed.
I'm gonna be the devil's advocate. I kind of wanted to flop now.
Me too.
Y'all terrible.
I kind of wanted to flop.
They have to the flop too.
They have to get their shit in order. They just can't keep bandaging it. Oh, we gonna throw The Rock. All right, The Rock ain't work. All right, who can we get next? Let's get another big name guy.
That's what they seem to do.
And throw it on something.
Well,
But
this
the
will
shit
be
is
the
boo boo.
test. This will be the test.
It is. It is.
Like I
But
said, it's a lot of anticipation for it. I mean, I'm excited to see it just to see where they're going to go with it. Because this is pretty much going to dictate their future, whether people like it or not. So,
yeah, it is.
This is definitely.
And I want to reboot, so maybe that's why I'm biased. And I want them to reboot.
You want them to dismiss everyone and then just.
I'm okay if The Rock. I feel like he's so new that his character could stay, but he can't. He can't come in here saying, "Oh, I'm gonna be in the next Justice League." Like we're gonna make a Justice League .5 movie.
I want Ray Fisher to get another shot. I want to see his Cyborg get another shot.
Yeah, and that was kind of going to mention that too, but I was saving that for another discussion.
Because his character was dope. Like
You know who I could see play Cyborg?
No.
Ray Fisher.
Tri-State Tip on IG.
There you go.
There you go.
We with that. We with it.
I'm with it.
Hey, I'll support that.
But yeah, and his arc was probably the best thing in that thing going on in that movie. But yeah, he really is getting overshadowed and all this stuff, man. He really should have got a little bit more respect out of this. But
Well, we did see get him tongue tie. Got his just due in the Snyder cut of Justice League.
I don't want that to be the only time. You know what I mean? I said I just don't want that to be the only time.
It probably will
right.
be. It probably will be.
Last time I looked at, I follow him on IG. I think he's doing some
he's with
Broadway stuff
Yeah,
right
he's
now. Doing some
doing-
stage work.
Yeah, he's doing Broadway and he's doing Rebel Moon with Snyder on
Come to
Netflix.
Marvel. Come to Marvel if you want to get a movie deal, baby. you don't want to be in Broadway dressing up with the. Come to Marvel.
That's probably more money.
Come to Marvel. We'll get you at least 2 other movies outside of Marvel.
Now, if you go to Marvel, I think he'd be taking Method Man's part as Bishop.
We at least gonna get you a Netflix movie.
Oh, since we going
Captain America, Sam Wilson. How many Netflix movies he didn't got after he got Captain Black Falcon?
We did a couple of Netflix shows.
The other boy, the Winter Soldier got that Netflix horror movie that came out like last year, this year, Fresh.
I didn't see that.
They come tomorrow.
I think I saw that.
I'm sorry.
All right. So we good on Henry Cavill.
Yeah, we good.
Henry Cavill will open a box of worms.
I'm pretty sure his name's gonna be coming up a lot within the next couple months.
So on to
I hope you do good. We'll see. We'll see.
lies.
I'm gonna go see it, and I'm gonna try my hardest not to be biased against it. And if it's a good movie, y'all gonna hear me next Sunday say it's a good movie. But if it's not,
He gonna tell us it's not.
I'm wearing Black Forces. I'm drinking Great Mad Dog,
Oh, he going for the heavy hitter
and I'm coming in here
on his rant.
wildin',
You gonna already be lit,
wildin'.
pre-lit.
But sorry, go ahead.
All right. Sacha Baron Cohen as Mephisto.
So Sacha Baron, known for Borat.
Borat.
What's the other one called?
He was the dictator.
The Dictator.
All right, quick.
And he was Ali G.
All right, quick story about the Dictator, real quick. So I went to go see the Dictator,
I'm already laughing.
and it was just some things that I thought about the movie, like, you know, were certain people going to be upset about this movie? Would there be reactions to this movie, like in real life circumstances, something happening in real life at the theaters, you know? Because this is around the time where you had shootings at theaters, you had all the crazy stuff happening at theaters.
Yeah.
I feel bad about it to this day. So I go see it. I can't even remember who I saw it with. I saw it with somebody. But we're there, and I'm just like looking around, making sure I know where the exits are in case anything pops off. If I got to duck down, whatever. There was a Middle Eastern woman, whole garb and everything there.
Oh,
Went through it. And she was there by herself, like, you know, and usually, traditionally, you don't see them out without their significant other or their male with them.
Yeah.
So it just kind of threw me. It was like she here by herself. And I felt myself watching her during the movie. I feel bad about it. 'Cause I'm like, yo, this is what people be racially profiling me. And here I am watching this poor Middle Eastern woman watch this movie worried about, is she here because she doesn't agree with what's being portrayed on this screen right
she
now?
fit to do something
So
about it?
has she been sent here for a mission or something to happen? I'm sitting there watching. Every time she went in her purse, I'm like, every time and I feel so bad about it. I apologize to this poor woman wherever you are in the world. If you're watching, I apologize. I did not mean to racially profile you. I'm so sorry. But then it was but then I started feeling a little better with some parts in the movie. She starts bagging up. She's like, I was like, oh. And that kind of eased my tensions. But to this day, every time I think about the Dictator, I think about that, and I was like, I was on the other side of the racial profiling, and I feel bad about that. So, America, forgive me. That was it.
God bless you.
So
Now I don't know much about the character.
About
Mephisto.
Mephisto. So they've been claiming Mephisto was going to be in the MCU since WandaVision. That he was going to be the big bad, and people been saying Mephisto going to be this, Mephisto here. He hasn't shown up since. Hasn't shown up yet, at least. Who can I say? Maybe Doctor Strange he's his nemesis of Doctor Strange, but he's dealt with a couple different people.
He's dealt a lot with the supernatural. He's dealt with Ghost Rider.
Yeah, and
he always remind me of the one Deborah from Dragon Ball Z. That's who he the devil.
I can see why.
The devil.
But
I wouldn't necessarily
think of like
he's more of a puppet master. I mean, he's God pulling a lot of strings with certain things.
He's similar to Mr. Sinister.
What they thought who was behind the Spider-Man thing was supposed to be Mephisto, because in the comic books Mephisto does make a deal with Peter Parker about
I remember that.
About his identity being leaked.
I do remember that.
Yeah,
and some bad stuff happened with that, but
One at Mary Jane's peril.
Yeah.
Okay. I remember that story. Now I remember who Mephisto is. Now.
Yeah, and so that's who a lot of people were speculating was going to be behind the Spider-Man movie, but then that didn't happen, and they thought he was going to show up in Doctor Strange movie. That didn't happen. So my guess is that witch show. Agatha. My guess is going to be Agatha. But yeah, I think he had some run-ins with Wanda. He run in a couple, but I think Doctor Strange is probably who has the most encounter with him.
Yeah, he's also dealt with Silver Surfer. He's dealt with a lot.
He's an asshole, a demon asshole. So,
but he's gonna be an Ironheart.
Oh, really?
Yeah, that's what he's.
I don't know too much about Ironheart, but that surprises me.
Well,
I didn't expect.
Well, it looked like the Ironheart series is going with the science versus sorcery. Because the villain is supposed to be this character called the Hood.
The Hood, yeah, I did see that. But I didn't think Mephisto. Yeah, I didn't think Mephisto. But interested to see. Apparently, this was one of the roles that was thrown at
Giancarlo
Esposito,
and he turned it down.
He basically told him, "Look, you either got to give me this one, or I'm out." But he said he wanted to do Professor X. That's where that whole thing came out, where he said he prefers to be Professor X, because I guess they originally threw at him Mephisto,
and he said no. But apparently, I guess the meeting, I guess what I was reading, they said that it was like no hard feelings, but he kind of laid out that's who he really wanted to play. He didn't want to play another bad guy. He said he wants Xavier, and I mean that it's evident that.
We'll see. But I don't hate it. I can see why they picked him. To me, it sounds like they're trying to go with somebody that's deceiving, and I can see why they gave it to Giancarlo Esposito. Like, he come in a suit and tie, all clean, and be like, "Well, this is what I can offer you," like the devil, type of deal. But I can also see Sacha Baron Cohen be more of a trickster devil type of person too, as well. So I can see it.
But with him, it's like his tone is going to be a different type of devil on there, because you don't know if he's going to be playing them like a campy version.
Well, I think that's where the two characters have two different types.
Yeah.
And I think I can see where they're going with the Sacha Baron Cohen version versus Giancarlo. So,
yes, Carlo was a little bit more serious.
Yeah.
And I think he's going to be a little bit more lighthearted. He still may be menacing, but he may be a little bit more relatable. Jokey.
Yeah. What we got?
All right. So that's that. Yeah. On to She-Hulk.
And this may jump.
Did y'all watch it?
Yes.
Yeah.
I watched the little part where it's the side by side to the original.
Oh, with the original.
Yeah.
Corey, you watched it?
Lou Ferrigno.
Nah, I only watched like the first 2 episodes.
You don't mess with it?
I mean, it's alright. I like it. I mean, you can talk about it.
I won't get too much away, but I think I enjoyed it. I think I enjoyed it as a series. Different and fits its comic. I'm interested to see how they fit her in.
Anything else going forward?
Yeah.
I'm assuming she's going to be in that Captain America New World Order movie.
Based off of this whole thing.
Right.
Well, they said that her and Anthony Mackie are like the only ones, that's not new.
I wouldn't be surprised. I wouldn't be surprised if Mark Ruffalo's in this one. That may be a big.
Is it too early to spoil? We'll save it for next week. I think it's still too early because it just came out this week. I think they have to give him his own movie.
Who, Hulk?
The Hulk. Series or movie, they have to do something. The Hulk story and the Hulk character in the MCU is the most insulting to me.
Yes.
And what they kind of showed in the She-Hulk at the end, it didn't look too good to me. And they have to redeem him, and I think they're trying to, but he has to get his own movie and or series, and it has to address Planet Hulk, and we at least have to get a World War Hulk at some point. And I feel like the only way to redeem him is give World War Hulk.
Well, let's see. This is going to be like real interesting because that deal that's in place. Because Marvel can make the movie. Marvel can come out.
They're doing something.
Yeah. Well, Marvel can make the movie. They can shoot it. They can cast it. They can do everything. The problem is Universal signed that deal. They get the distribution rights to it. So it's going to cut Disney out of. They're not going to make anything off of it. Universal's going to get all the money that's coming in because they're going to have to promote it and do everything. Disney does not want that. They don't want to work. They basically, Universal and Disney don't want to work with each other. So they can use the Hulk in anything. They can do a Hulk. They can put a Hulk on whatever. They can. The deal was they don't have to really like neuter the character down or make them a certain way. Only thing they have to do is if they just say, well, we're going to promote World War Hulk as a headliner, they're going to get the distribution rights. Yeah. So what Marvel's been doing has been kind of like
attaching him to
backdooring some of his stuff in some of other films. Yeah, so basically, like Ragnarok was kind of was heavily Planet Hulk influenced, but it was a Thor movie. But, and
I don't know. I kind of can see where they're gonna go, but even then, I wasn't feeling it. I
like with the Universal film. I like the first Hulk that came out. That was
you talking about with
Ed Norton. That was I mean, if you watch it again, that was a gritty movie.
You know which one I liked?
With Abomination.
That was gritty.
I like the one with
Banner.
Not the one before.
Eric Banner.
Remember that movie.
I like that one.
The one before.
I feel like that was the most comic accurate Hulk. He got bigger the more he got mad. He was actually like a decent sized Hulk. All the other Hulks are smaller. If they ever did the size comparison of the chart, that Hulk was the largest Hulk of all of them.
He looked too much like Shrek for me though.
Hey, but
the color palette wasn't helping him, man.
All right, we could change the color. But all I'm saying is
it ain't the best Hulk movie, but it was.
So the only thing bad about that Hulk movie was that dude that the director, I'm trying to think of his name. Ang Lee tried to get artistic with it and tried to make it more than what it needed to be.
I liked it when they was doing the panel things though.
He had good concepts. I like the part when he's in the mirror and he sees himself. The mirror's foggy, but when he wipes it, the Hulk's on the other side and grabs him, and then he turns into the Hulk.
Yeah,
that was a great sequence. A great to show the inside of the mind, the fight between them two. Mm-hmm. Outside of that, it had a lot of lull moments where it was slow, and it had like 3 fight sequences. It had the dogs,
the military,
and the end.
And they were paced.
And the end was
wrong.
and the end was like a weird fight. But that's what threw that movie off.
But he fought that movie.
But if he fought Abomination that movie, it would have been a good movie.
I got it on DVD if you want to watch it.
If he fought Abomination in that movie, it would have been a good movie. But either way, I digress.
I do like the one with Abomination a lot more.
But what's going on now? What is kind of like the big deal? What's going on is right now the Disney is starting to do, instead of series, they're going to do one-off specials now to introduce some of these characters.
Similar to what they did for Werewolf by Night, which I watched and really good. Mm-hmm. I liked it, and I give it like an 8. I give it 8. It was quick. It was easy watch, to the point. Introduce who they needed to introduce, and we was out of there.
You know what needed that treatment? That it, now we're a little ways, past it now.
Ms. Marvel?
Yep. No, not Miss Marvel. Captain Marvel. The Brie Larson one. That could have been an hour-long special one.
Does she have a big jaw to you? like a block.
No, she don't.
No, it ain't like
What does that have to do with
That's what I'm saying. Like that
it's a
came out of
character.
nowhere.
It's a character on like Cartoon Network.
Bubba Gum.
No,
Oh Lord.
Start drinking soda and shit.
is it Adventure Time?
Yo, Adventure Time, I enjoy it. I mess with Adventure Time. Yeah.
Take my drinking water from now on.
Not Adventure Time. There's another cartoon fake, and it's like a bird and a
And the raccoon.
yeah.
That's Adventure Time.
No, that's not Adventure Time.
That's
Adventure Time got the
Is
dog.
it Gumball?
No.
Nah, Gumball, my shit. Gumball be having some jokes low key.
Oh man.
Oh, side note, man. R.I.P. to the Cartoon Network.
No, they didn't. They're not done. They even came out with a tweet today that said we not dead.
Mm.
Yeah, it's some. It's
I heard
some.
that before.
Oh wow.
It's some. They just reorganize it under Warner Brothers, but Cartoon Network it will continue.
Oh okay.
However, the channel that did get the axe today was G4, and I don't know if y'all watched it or not, but I watched G4.
When we were here.
Going to a year.
And under a year, it got the axe by Comcast.
That's sad though.
I
show,
think
though.
effective immediately. It
Don't
will
get
go
too far from it. Regular
That's
show.
a month.
regular show. That's
Regular
what
show.
Yeah.
That's my
It should,
choice.
just, it should just be its own YouTube thing.
But I like
think
G4.
I think they
man.
make more money just doing it on
G4, I liked it. What they did in this past year is pretty good.
They didn't have really nobody backing it, man. So
They had the main two people, and they had a good young cast in there. They brought the wrestling dude in there. He was good.
Xavier Woods.
Xavier Woods. He's
Austin
good in
Creed,
there.
whoever he was on there.
Yeah. Yeah, I'm a little mad that they cut it.
and that was the show that you really could have like. That's current now to a lot of stuff that we talk about now. And I felt bad when they got. I saw that, man. I was like, damn.
So I just read about it like an hour ago, or when y'all sent it. But
Yeah, that's what I
sorry, what were we talking about?
We were talking about
Brie Larson.
Brie Larson's jaw.
Nah, I'm sorry, but
Mike.
you felt
If
that
you're
you felt that Captain Marvel should have got
Yeah, I
that.
feel like that would have benefited that more had it just been a hour long special, because then I don't think people would have been so like upset about how they think she's OP.
I think that's why they made it because they wanted to establish that she was higher up in the pecking order. If it was a one-off series, people would be like, "Why is she coming in here wrecking?" But I think they made it a movie and gave her, the spot that she got because they wanted her to be the powerhouse of the group.
Well, that's true. I don't know. I just think it'd have benefited more if it was something shorter and sweeter. But it also led into that post credit scene that set up Endgame.
Right.
So.
But but here's a
You remember that?
What?
Because that was the end of what? Ant-Man 2? That's the post-credit scene, remember?
No.
No, he talking about
no,
he
post-
talking about the
post-credit-
pager.
The post credit for Ant-Man was when he went into the quantum realm and the rest of the family
No, what's
got
the pager?
split.
What's that the end of? That was the end of 2.
That was the end of Endgame.
No,
No, sorry, that was the end of Infinity War
Infinity War.
and Captain Marvel. I think.
No,
What was Captain Marvel's after
Captain
credit?
Marvel's ending is when they showed that scene where
I didn't watch
Captain
that.
America and all them were like trying to figure out where everybody was, and they was like looking at the pager.
Oh, they was looking at the pager. Yeah,
and then she came in.
Okay,
I
yeah.
was like, "Where's Fury?"
Yeah.
But I think
That was the one. I was sorry before you get into it. I was so disappointed with that.
Captain Marvel.
No,
Or the
I
after
didn't
credit?
I didn't watch Captain Marvel.
I like
I skipped that. But no,
Wait.
It's whatever.
Is it
movie.
because of the jaw or because she a woman? Look, I'm about to get him caught.
No, I love women.
Because she a woman?
No, not because she a woman. I watched her in Kong.
He's just DC biased.
And-
No, it wasn't that. Remember, I saw it with you, Brian. What I was
Captain
expecting when that pager. Well, I was never excited for Captain Marvel to begin with, but when I saw the pager, and then because that was when everybody was disappearing, and Nick Fury goes, and then he's got the pager, and then it's on the ground. And remember, I told you, Brian, I thought it was going to be the X symbol. I thought that's where.
Oh, no, that was too soon.
I mean, but
that Fox bill wasn't even done.
well, even at that point, though, we still didn't know what was going on.
Right.
And I told Brian, I said, Brian, if we look at that pager and that's an X symbol on it, you're going to have to carry me up out of this thing right now. And then it was Captain Marvel, and I was like, okay, I can walk myself.
Yeah, but that was that happened in Infinity War though.
Yeah.
That was Infinity War.
That was the whole Captain Marvel movie thing was kind of like reverse. I mean, Brie Larson was doing Endgame first, and she didn't even know what was going on. She didn't even know how to play the girl because they said that this is what it was going to do. It was going to be her and Captain Marvel at the end. So she came in Endgame was like cold, like, all right, I don't know what's going on.
I think she filmed maybe for 7 days or something like that. It wasn't even a long shoot for her.
Yeah.
So she came in, just did her part, and then the backstory came in after that. And I was like, oh, okay. But the big news out of all this is pretty much Marvel making that announcement that they're going, instead of them just making like series, they're going to do
the
one-offs to introduce some of these characters. So when they do these movies, now you have some emotional attachment to the characters, and apparently a lot of the, I guess the word that came out is the X-Men characters are going to start getting their solo one-off specials, so people can get introduced on who's going to be playing what, and I guess their little back story, and then I guess they're going to put them together as a film, which is kind of smart. I mean, because the X-Men has a lot of moving parts.
They said they was gonna still do the episodes though, like the series things, but 6, 7, maybe 9 episodes, because they not going to get rid of Daredevil. They said they're gonna reshoot some scenes at Echo because I guess they got something that they're gonna plant seeds for, for something else that's going in there. They won't say what it is yet though.
Yeah.
So all those things, they're not gonna go away. I just think they saw how successful that was, and they said, wait a minute, let's do this. And then they're talking about doing that for Blade, Ghost Rider, and Defenders.
I think Blade
got
to get his own movie.
Yeah, you're not going.
For certain characters, I can see.
I don't think they're going to do Mahershala like that.
The street level characters.
Ali.
I think Ghost Rider will work good as a little like special.
Depending on which Ghost Rider they got. If you get Keanu Reeves, you got to respect him and give him a movie. If it's that new Spanish Ghost Rider that they already introduced in Shield,
Robert Reyes,
I could see him getting a one-off series.
But yeah, I like it. I mean, because now if you don't have to worry about all these guys being all over the place, you can centralize on the character.
And now, you figure you could probably pop more out like that.
They also made a comment recently saying that they was asking like where were these people when all these things were going on, like the Endgame stuff and stuff in New York. Yeah. And they were talking about how that you got to think about the world as as a whole. And they're like, whatever's happening in your city, you won't know what's happening in another city unless you're there. So they said that's how they're going to start graphing their films now. Like, so whenever they have the next Spider-Man movie, if it's happening in another city, then they're not going to have to worry about what's going on in New York or something like that because it's in a different part of the world.
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of Spider-Man, off subject, y'all heard that?
Pete back?
Nah, he ain't back. Pete ain't back.
His cousin's coming for y'all. His cousin's coming for y'all.
The cousin came for me at my house. Oh, I didn't tell y'all. I showed Tavon. I got home right after the pod. I get home, big mother sucker on the wall, black one, big as shit. I had to kill him with one of my gym
Mad
sneakers.
Dog bottle.
He almost.
I gotta hit him with the
He
Mad
picked the
Dog.
sneaker up, threw it back at me. I was like, "Dang, man!" Like,
Yo, I made that video and sent it to y'all with the spider on the casket.
I saw that.
Yo, we should post that on the page.
With the Ugandan.
But supposedly I guess they got a release date for Spider-Man 4. It's 2024, I believe.
Sony need that money.
And they said it's supposed to be a bit more grounded, and it's going to be more grounded in reality with this one. I don't know how they.
I can see them taking a more serious tone. He seems to try to grow up at the end of the last one. Ain't gonna be on his own in New York, but Sony trying to get their money. That damn, what's the movie they trying to come out with? They showing pictures. Nah, the woman.
Madam Web.
Madam Web.
I don't know why they're doing that.
Y'all seen the photos online?
Yeah.
No.
I was gonna put the pictures in the post or in the chat, but I was like, no.
And I'm okay with the boy playing Craven, but this is all just
cash grabs.
God. Just sell it. Just sell it.
Just sell it.
Just get your money. Just ask for a stupid amount of money and
That
just
you'll
sell it
get.
back.
That you'll
Yeah,
get.
they'll still pay you.
I
Just
don't
let
like
it
the
go.
fact that they're making all these Spider-Man characters just side victims, man. And there are terrible films. I didn't like Morbius, man. That was. I watched it twice just to make sure that I had my opinion on it. It was good. I didn't dig it.
I ain't gonna say I hated it.
Ooh, yikes.
I watched it when it got on Netflix,
Same man.
and maybe because I ain't have to pay for it, I
You
ain't
enjoyed it more.
completely hate it. I ain't completely
I
hate
think the post credit scene made no sense.
It was a little over the place.
Keaton made no sense in it. Period.
No.
I think because I looked at it as a Netflix movie instead of its own movie.
because they was like, are they doing a Sinister Six? And then if so, are they like heels or the faces? it was that ending just didn't.
You gotta
sit
book
with
him.
me.
You gotta book him.
But they also talking about Tom Holland might be in Deadpool 3.
Really?
Mm-hmm.
I ain't hear that.
They said they're possibly going to put Spider-Man.
Sony gonna sign off on it.
Without a doubt.
Hey, y'all
I
want to
mean, 'cause
use it?
he's
Y'all
already-
can keep him
he-
for the weekend.
He's committed for 3 more films for Marvel
Yeah.
and all that.
Well,
He's
signed
already got like I think it's like a solo, a crossover, and then like another miscellaneous.
Oh, really?
So he's still locked in.
Oh, I just thought it was just like Sony.
He got
Sony
3
did.
more. He got three more obligations.
Oh, wow.
They just gave him off because he did what Endgame. He did what's the other one? The one when he fought Mysterio or
Far From Home?
Yeah,
Was
Far
it
From Home.
I still didn't watch that one.
That was all right.
And then he did No Way Home, and they shut it all that down because the world was all messed up because of COVID. And then he did Uncharted. So they was like,
didn't see that either.
He said, "I need a break," and they
Don't
gave
see
him a
that.
break.
That movie was good.
I didn't like Uncharted.
I don't
man.
even remember it. I
That
saw
was-
it the one time.
I think I saw that on Netflix too,
You saw that?
and it wasn't bad.
I watched
I
it in the
didn't like
theater.
it.
I don't.
That's
I don't
not
remember.
Maybe if I went to go pay again, this is different.
Right,
if I went
right,
to the movie theaters, but it do change it. When I saw it, it was a good like Thursday night movie. I just threw it on. I'm like,
whether it's in the movie theater or at the crib, like I get the same vibe.
I wish it was more
It should've
video
been
game
Please. Accurate.
accurate actors,
They needed somebody a little older to play.
both of them. And
I could have seen like a Jack Nicholson type guy playing Sully. I'm not necessarily saying him, but
yeah, somebody. So this movie been delayed so long that Mark Wahlberg was supposed to play
Yeah.
the young was supposed to play
Yeah.
Nathan Drake.
he even said something about that not
Yeah.
too long ago. He was like,
And it delayed that he playing Sully now, but yeah, Nathan Fillion would have been good years ago as Nathan Drake.
he still could have did it.
Yeah.
Nathan Fillion. Oh yeah.
If you look at Nathan Drake, he kind of resembles him.
The Rookie.
Yeah.
Yes,
Yeah.
I like
Yeah.
that show.
I know he's. You know what? You know what?
Firefly, Serenity.
You know what would have been a good Nathan? Chris Pine.
No.
I can't see
He
it.
could have been.
I can't see
I
it.
think he could. No, he could have been.
I can see it.
I think Tom Hardy could have played his brother though.
Yo, we gonna stop sticking Tom Hardy in every.
No, I mean, for
I can't see it.
every
I can't see it.
Every open slot. We gonna
if he,
stick Tom
no,
Hardy.
his brother,
Yeah.
he could either put his brother or he could have played. Christian Bale could have played Rafe though. That would be if they was to do that one. They could have did a movie just off of the fourth game alone, man. But
I'm trying to. I can't even think of any actors right now. I honestly, I'd have been. Now that you said Christian Bale, who played Robin, I would have been okay with him being Nathan Drake before Chris Pine.
That's a crazy rumor. He's up for Mr. Fantastic.
Who?
Joseph Gordon-Levitt.
He's too young.
He's up for it.
Well, he looks too young to me.
he's in the middle, really.
He's got
He
to
looks
do
too
something
young.
Marvel.
He been missing.
Yeah.
Him and
Oh no.
him and
no.
ooh,
Oh no.
Shake it off.
him and the other dude that got Eva Longoria, Eva Mendes,
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan Gosling.
Ryan
They kind of, I don't want to say remind me of each other, but the way they disappear remind me of each other. Like you don't hear from them, then they come
So I
out
was
with a
saying that
movie.
one
and
episode.
then
That is an actor comparison that like will raise all
they were
kinds
both
of
like
arguments.
childhood actors.
Yeah, they both from Disney.
Yeah, and they kind of got similar. I would say Ryan Gosling probably more famous, but
Yeah, he's definitely more famous. But I don't like when it comes to who's the better actor.
I couldn't pick.
Me either.
I like Justin Gordon-Levitt.
They're both good.
Right.
Now Ryan Gosling's that actor that I'll stick in every spot. Like y'all go put Ryan Gosling in there.
Joseph Gordon-Levitt to me shine in The Lookout.
I like the one where he had cancer.
Oh, I know what you're talking
The
about.
50 something, 52 something.
There was a scene in
Him
there.
and
I was
Rogan.
like, yeah, dang.
Him and Rogan.
Yeah, that it was a scene in there. That I was like,
Yeah, that was good,
man,
though.
that shit.
Yeah, I'm with Big. I kind of really started taking him serious when he was in The Lookout.
The Lookout got me on him. Looper, he was
good.
great in a bad movie.
Yeah,
Stupid. I knew he was gonna get that flag.
So it's him joining the MCU was inevitable.
who got Gordon-Levitt?
Mm-hmm. It's inevitable. So Gosling, if Gosling wants Ghost Rider, I don't know why they ain't already paid him for it.
I'm with that.
I mean,
Somebody got to go to DC though.
I mean, they can always interchange.
Gosling would be a good ass Ghost Rider. Though. I mean,
They can interchange.
If he was anything like he was in Drive,
that's what I was
Yeah.
going to say.
He doesn't play good animated characters though.
I think
Not like, I don't mean like in a sense of like a cartoonist, but he doesn't play like someone like an outgoing person.
Yeah,
he doesn't.
like,
He's a little bit more
definitely like a
serious.
ground sign.
Yeah.
He ain't a fire sign.
Nah, his personality doesn't fit.
well, Brian,
Yeah.
you know what I say about him, right?
What?
Orange Cassidy is who Ryan Gosling. If Ryan Gosling was a professional wrestler, he would be Orange Cassidy, like dead ass.
And you know what though? And off camera or something like that, he might be one of the wildest people you be around, have you laughing all day. We don't know. But like his character choices all seem like they're almost the same.
He does good in this subdued,
Yeah.
you know.
Introvert.
Yeah.
He's like an
Cool,
introvert
calm,
character.
collected.
That was definitely Drive.
And that's his strength. I think that's why he's kind of like enigmatic on camera because he's playing them type characters. So,
Well, you know, it's crazy now that you say that though. So I was introduced to Ryan Gosling, like I know him personally, a lot
One day.
a lot sooner. Well, way earlier than a lot of people when he started getting the movies.
Young Hercules.
Young Hercules.
Before that, well,
Really?
yeah, he was on Young Hercules. He used to be
I
on
remember
this.
from Young Hercules.
He used to be on this TV show called Breaker High. It was something like a teen. It was from Canada. It was a teen show. They were on a boat. Like their high school was on a boat, and they went to different countries every episode. And it was like just think of Saved by the Bell on a boat, pretty much. And he was actually a very outgoing, kind of nerdy, kind of trying to be in with everybody.
You got to put the clip in the
spasmatic
chat, man.
character. Yeah, I'll show it to you. But he was like this spasmatic character on that show, and that's the weird part because that's where I first seen him before he started being like on other shows and whatnot. But I'll send it to you.
Yeah, send me because like to me he doesn't seem like the type of person that I don't think I could get a like a Deadpool kind of performance from him.
Yeah. And then if I got it from him, I feel weird about it.
But then I'm gonna feel good. I'm like, okay,
mean,
he
yeah.
has range. Because that movie when he was he was only in it for the beginning, the Other Side of the Pines, with him and Bradley Cooper. To me, he stole that movie, and he was only in it for what, like the first 20 minutes. He stole it.
I'm
I was upset
trying
that he was done.
to think of what he can play.
He would be a good
He's
Ghost
not
Rider.
gonna put no mask on him because
You know what?
the women ain't gonna come see him with a
You
mask.
know what he would be good in? And this ain't even, it's maybe a DC film, but nobody would even think about Wildcats. He could play Grifter.
Axe Grifter.
He would kill it as
But he
him.
gotta be
can see
wearing the
Grifter.
mask though.
Nah, Grifter, he takes it on and off.
Yeah, Grifter don't always wear it.
He don't wear the mask all the time. He just wears it when he's fighting. But
I can see him as
he
Grifter.
would be a badass.
I can
Grifter.
see him as Grifter.
He,
Yeah.
he could
So
kill
with
that.
Keanu
part.
Reeves.
Nah. Ryan Gosling got to play him.
What do you think of him as Silver Surfer?
I'll be with it.
He would probably kill it because it's kind of like it's his wheelhouse.
That's what is coming to my mind. I can't think of much.
He would,
that's
yeah. I could see him doing that. I mean, he sounds like he a Nornrad type dude.
Yeah.
One of them two is either the Surfer or Ghost Rider. I just don't see him like he don't have like a.
I want
Zac
Keanu
Efron
Reeves
personality.
as Ghost Rider, man.
I think a lot of people, that's fantasy guys.
Yeah, I want Keanu Reeves.
I don't think it'll happen. If it does, I will.
He
be
could also
shocked.
be Silver Surfer though. He could do that. If you ever saw the animated, they had this kid version of Avengers or somebody,
Oh, I know who you're talking about.
and they had Silver Surfer sound like a California surfer.
Oh Jesus! But yeah, okay. I'm about to
He did Point Break. He did Point Break.
I'm about to say something. I'm really not a Silver Surfer guy.
And that's fine. That's fine.
I don't dig him.
He's got an interesting backstory, but I think after that, that's where people just.
I think it's his look. I think the look just deters me from it.
The butt naked silver.
Yeah, I can't.
on the surfboard.
Yeah,
but you know what? It wasn't until I got older that I even realized like how damn strong he was.
Yeah.
He's like,
So-
like
I just was just like,
number
Silver
3
Surfer. He surfs around on the surfboard. And
Right.
whatever.
My uncle got me into comics when I was young, and
Shout out to Unc.
he passed away a while back. But
Rest in peace, baby.
he his favorite comic was Silver Surfer. He had comics growing. He showed me the original Captain Marvel. He had a couple, but he swore up and down by Silver Surfer. He was like, yeah, if you want to take somebody to fight. I was like, what about the Hulk? He's like, hey, Silver Surfer and Hulk already fought.
Right.
And
He's
he was
like
telling me all this
number-
other stuff, but he ride and died with Silver Surfer.
And he's like number 3. Like anytime they like all these countdown shows that they have on YouTube,
Yeah,
he's
he's
either
real powerful.
Number 3,
and it's that cosmic energy that Galactus gave him.
He's never not in the top 5.
Yeah, he's top.
And he's only got a fraction of
But
the
it's just
power,
like,
so
I
that's
just-
how badass he is. He
I just
only gave him a
don't.
piece.
I don't know. I just don't.
It's not appealing. I get it. When I was younger and it was glossy looking, I'm like, oh, he looked cool, but
The
the
cartoon
older
not
you
that
get up,
like though. I love the cartoon.
it was
When
too
the
slow
cartoon-
for me.
I like
it was,
the cartoon.
No, that cartoon was.
It was better than the Iron Man cartoon. Iron Man cartoon I couldn't care for.
I like the surfing one because it was kind of. I mean, that's a shame it got canceled, not because of bad ratings, because the company went bankrupt. Because it ended on a cliffhanger, though. Man. I just watched the whole.
Did you
thing.
change his look for the film? Because remember in the Watchmen they put a pair of drawers on Dr. Manhattan. Thankfully,
No, on the on the later version, but originally he was naked. When you originally went to the movie theaters, Dr. Manhattan was naked.
Yeah, he was swinging.
I couldn't do that. That was just like, come on, dog, put some drawers on.
But yeah, I imagine he's gonna look like the Fantastic Four version.
And to me, like in that movie, was it Rise of the Silver Surfer? His character was intriguing, and I think it was because of Lawrence Fishburne's voice and the
That was
way how
Lawrence Fishburne, right?
Yeah, it was actually the guy who was playing him was Doug Jones. He was supposed to did the voice, but they didn't feel as though that his voice was matched the character of the tone.
They
so.
gave him the Star Wars.
Yeah. That's exactly what happened. So they said Larry Fishburne got the call like the 11th hour just to hurry up and redub the voice. Yeah.
Now he was intriguing in that. Like I was like, okay, the Silver Surfer was good. He's just in a bad movie, but I don't know. Maybe you know what?
And you know what? It's
I just had to see him
more
with something
not
different.
about Silver Surfer. It's more about Galactus to me. It's more about who. Because Silver Surfer was involved with Thanos, he was involved with Galactus. He like the biggest threats that we encountered,
Ego,
and he was involved in it. So I think that was more the allure about Silver Surfer. Not only his own power, but then you also want to see certain fights. But for me, it was the Hulk versus Silver Surfer because one of them, I think Hulk broke his board, and his board is supposed to be indestructible.
And then it's like, what is he when he's not on that?
Right. And, again, I think the biggest part about Silver Surfers is in order to introduce Galactus, we have to get Silver Surfer. So
and if they was to do a surfer film, I mean, the whole arc would be heartbreaking to watch it on screen though, just because I mean he gave up everything. So,
and that's his biggest role is the Herald for Galactus.
Gosling would kill that. Surfer or a grifter from Wildcats, man.
Yeah.
My vote was Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Even though we want Keanu, I think Ryan Gosling just based off of his body of work, I think he makes a better Ghost Rider.
Okay.
Maybe not even the
Keanu Reeves rides motorcycles like he partnered with like a company to build them.
That's what he always gives. He gifts those to his co-workers or his co-actors and all that when he's done a film.
Yeah.
Everyone gets a Harley.
Yeah.
That's crazy. What if you can't ride?
You sell it.
Do you really sell a gift from Keanu Reeves though? Like, I'm gonna have to learn how to ride that bike.
Keep it part. But what we got next?
All right. So I guess that's all for the comic talk. Jordan Poole getting that payday.
And Andrew Wiggins, don't forget him.
I'll just say this:
They both, they did. Both
got
got
paid.
Yeah.
They behind each other.
Jordan Poole is a living Mike Tyson victim. He got knocked out in 140 seconds and got paid. So
140 seconds.
well, I don't know.
You got 140 million.
Well, 140 million.
Counting the seconds to the dollar. But you know what's crazy? When I first read that in the chat, I honestly thought it said Jordan Peele. I was like, what Jordan Peele?
What does this mean for Draymond? I think is the big.
Oh, he
Basically
going.
said
He going.
He said fuck Draymond, right?
Yeah.
So
and then when they gave Wiggins that money, I was like, yo, okay, that's
that means
it.
Draymond done, right?
Yeah.
And so now,
Right on the wall,
and so
right
now,
there.
if I'm Draymond,
They picked a side.
do I show my ass this season?
Nah.
I think you do.
He's washed.
I think you do show your ass because you got to audition for somebody now.
But
He's
I
not
mean,
gonna get big money. to
I
go
mean,
on.
show my ass in like arguing with teammates,
He
refs.
gonna do that regardless.
See, I think what's gonna happen. You remember when KD did that last year?
Mm-hmm.
This is why I feel like the Warriors about to go through that all over again. Drama. It's gonna be drama.
And I think he gonna stir the pot.
Yeah,
He gonna stir. He gonna try to make them implode. He know he gotta go.
You remember KD did it? He just did it the silent way. Draymond more mouth.
Yeah.
So you think they trade him before the deadline?
I don't know if they trade him, honestly. I think they still need
Well-
him to give to compete this year. They still need him.
I don't think they need him. Me
I think
personally.
next year they'll be able to transition without him and try to help, find somebody. Fill
Well,
that role.
they kind of set
But-
the signal right there when they just basically
Yeah, you paid Wiggins.
paid both of them.
And then to me, Wiggins does everything he does. He's just Wiggins more younger.
Younger, yep.
And if
He's
Wiggs
shorter.
plays like he played last playoffs,
And then they got the young boy that they wanted. That basically when they drafted him, I said,
Kaminga.
yeah, that's Draymond's replacement all the
Yeah.
way.
So the writing's on the wall.
He be leaping everywhere.
That's
Like
what I'm
I
saying.
seen some of
And
his.
Draymond is what, 30?
33.
33. So you know
Kaminga
that's.
like 22.
Yeah, he still eat raw meat.
I mean that's evident. Then he's basically telling everybody he wants to play for the Lakers. So I mean they basically just
He gonna go to the Lakers. LeBron gonna retire the year after.
they
He
gonna
gonna be there by himself.
they gonna let him play this year, and they know he's gonna opt out of that deal. And he's like, well, we ain't got to pay him.
I think he gonna try to sabotage. Personally, something about it. I just don't feel. I think he feels slighted by them, and he the type that take that shit to heart.
He's fell off though past year.
Yeah, I mean, but he also feel like, hey, I helped y'all get 3 or 4 rings. Y'all
That
can't.
is true.
He did do it.
Jordan Poole just got
He
here.
helped contribute.
He did
When,
contribute.
last
man.
year?
He did contribute.
Them first couple
just
ones,
every-
he was in there. I mean,
He's
just-
been
just
there.
His presence.
He's
presence
been
alone. His
presence.
consistent
Come on, man.
defense.
7 points. I could have got off the bench.
Yeah, but it's the other stuff that he brings to the table, man.
what do
Defense
you do last
intensity.
year, bro?
I mean,
I
he's
get that
the
he
coach
wasn't
on the
scoring,
court.
but yes, he is the
Without
he is
Curry,
the
they
coach.
don't
The
win
coach-
none of that.
this is a tricky one. This is
It's the Belichick Brady thing going.
he's a coach on the court.
You need both.
He's,
You need both.
He's the guy setting everything up for everybody. So
I will say though, for everything that Draymond does add to the team, he also takes away. He gets those dumb technical fouls. He
Starts
gets those
arguing with folks.
He
That's
does.
true.
He gets the arguing with the officials. Sometimes I look like, yo, Draymond,
Just
shut up, like chill, like. And so as much as he adds, he does also take away being out there.
And
Too, so.
you could tell Steve Kerr over him. Dog.
I think Steve Kerr was over him when they lost to the Cavaliers. That
Steve
year.
Kerr don't want him there. You see him playing that kid even more and more.
Mhm.
Kerr basically letting you know, I don't want you here no more.
and I think it's the feeling to get mutual. I mean, seriously, you can't just crack your teammate in the chin and expect me to like shake your hand after
I
that.
ain't
Nah.
gonna hold you. I'd have walked in the locker room like, yeah, bitch, I got 140.
I mean,
you
we can
got?
say that relationship's over with. I mean, they can try and mask it and say, well, that's just.
They said when they go to team dinner, Jordan Poole be like, "Don't worry, I know some of y'all strapped for cash. I got it."
My extension kick in next year, buddy.
He like
He said he said, "Don't worry, I got the bill this time."
he'd be like, put Draymond's drinks on my list.
That's a whole slap. in the
Because I
face.
don't see nobody giving Draymond, what was it, $33 million?
Nah, he ain't getting that money.
I can see him getting a contract. He's definitely gonna get a contract somewhere. He's gonna take less unless he go to the Magics or somebody that just got cap
Get the
space with a
money
bunch of
spent.
bums.
Yeah, but if he do that, then that lets me know it's
He's-
all about the money.
Well, shit. At that point in my life, I may be
He's
all about the
33.
money.
Well,
Yeah.
he's what, 33, 34.
Yeah,
So
I
I'm
mean,
not
maybe-
gonna tarnish my legacy for no money.
I got I got 4 rings.
He
I'm
going to.
taking the money.
he's going to try to get the
He's
most.
going to just because
Yeah.
he in his feelings.
I got 4 rings. I ain't got nothing else to prove.
I'm not. I just say. I think he might try to stick it to him and go somewhere.
I think he gonna try to stick it.
Like
He gonna go to the
Cavill.
Lakers. He gonna go to the Lakers.
He gonna opt out and go with LeBron, and to me, that's gonna make that team even worse. I mean, it ain't gonna help him.
I don't see it.
I mean, Draymond is good.
I'm shocked they go to Miami. Miami normally take people like that.
Yeah, Miami can take them. They gonna argue. They gonna argue. But Miami won.
Him and Haslam gonna fight.
Miami
Castaways.
Miami won him. He fits their mold. It's just they gonna argue. He gonna argue. Yep.
Him and Jimmy Butler gonna be fighting.
They're gonna argue.
They're gonna pull off from 3 when they could have just drove, got 2. Jimmy Butler, you still stupid for that, by the way.
Jimmy Butler was worried about that incentive. He wasn't even worried about winning.
He stopped. I was
You
like,
worried about Rachel Nichols?
Speaking of the Warriors, is it true that Carmelo Anthony?
no.
Oh, okay.
No.
I saw that and
I
didn't
saw
know
that
it was
too.
real or
No,
not.
it is.
No.
He was thinking about going there, but they said the Knicks want him so he can come retire.
They don't want to go there.
He said, "I'm trying to get a ring, yo."
Man, the Knicks is probably like, look, we don't need
So
no
but
more.
it is now. He's trying to pick between it was the Warriors and the Lakers
For who?
for
Carmelo.
Carmelo.
Oh, come on.
Why? Carmelo needed it.
I'm going to the Warriors bench because he already played in L.A. and it didn't work. So
Well, the Warriors have a payroll this year of 400.
yeah, they
Oh,
said
yeah,
they want
it's like
50
that
games.
record.
They won't get relief until what next year? I
No,
think.
they won't get it at all.
I think it's like- I think it's-
Yeah,
They
they
gotta
way over the
keep
top.
on.
They way
keep
over
on.
the
wow.
top.
They're
Yeah.
repeat offenders.
They said
Oh, wow.
2026 is like the next time they'll be able to have some money to
So,
spend.
so the interesting
damn.
thing now is they're gonna look at. I think in 2 years they gotta look at Clay like I don't think we're gonna be able to.
But
pay
no,
you,
you know
bro.
what? Though? I did read that the only reason why they did it like that is because Steph Curry already done told him he's going to restructure his deal.
You can't do that in the NBA.
Yeah, you can. He's done it before.
How you do it?
Well,
He
Harden
restructured
did
his
it.
contract-
Harden did it this
like
He
year.
years
opted
ago.
out. Yeah, you opt out of your contract. You can do that.
He restructured his deal while he was still playing. Because I think it was like when they wanted
That's
to get on
good.
KD.
But when you sign a deal, the difference between NBA and
Yeah,
NFL,
that's guaranteed.
money. So once you
Yeah,
put,
he
if
had to
I
opt
give
out.
you $250 million, I can't go to you and say, "Yo, restructure."
Yeah,
that."
you got to opt out first.
That's what-
he redid his deal.
Nah, I think he opted out. Yeah, because the NFL
Because they had to
can't
pay
do-
him and they had to pay KD, and he restructured his
Yeah,
deal
he opted
before
out.
he got that.
I know Harden did something recently
Yeah,
where he
'cause Harden-
restructured.
he had to opt out.
Well,
Yeah,
Okay.
With like 15, 17 less.
Yeah.
yeah, he left money on the table.
Now, as a Sixers fan, as I'm wearing the hat right now, when it comes to James Harden, I hope he come and he ready to play. Like I don't want to hear this mess about
Well, he lost 40 pounds.
Yeah, he
Like,
seemed
I mean,
he in good
looks
shape.
lighter.
He in good shape.
I like that stuff. I'm cool with that, but I don't want him coming in there and after some tough losses, he talking about some. Oh well, the offense wasn't drawn up for me.
I think
I don't want to hear none of that mess.
Sixers got a good squad.
And
They're
we
deeper.
do.
They're deeper than what they were.
They got
Tucker's
tough.
gonna be.
Defense
got
is
some
better.
toughness,
Defense is better. I think they got a chance to make a
Only beat
run.
Milwaukee though.
We didn't get better.
I think I did get better.
Not offensively. I don't think we didn't go out there and get that
You got
that
Melton
spot
come
up
up the
shooter.
bench.
Yeah.
Anthony Melton is going to help
Shake
y'all.
Melton.
Huh?
You talking
No,
about?
no,
No,
we're
D'Anthony
talking about
Melton.
D'Anthony
The
Melton.
Yeah, he was
Melton.
balling in the playoffs.
I'm surprised Memphis got rid of him.
Yeah, he was balling in the
That
playoffs.
was that's Sixers got a steal on that one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, it's every time we get a high profile
I think y'all gonna be
signee
alright.
like that, it always go left.
I think y'all gonna be all right.
But I think offensively we downgraded offensively. That's
Y'all
just-
in the top 3 teams. It's gonna be
whoa.
Sixers.
yeah.
It's gonna be
I'll say top
Milwaukee
1%. We number
East.
one.
East.
I'm
Top
being
3
biased.
East teams.
Milwaukee first.
I don't know.
No.
It's gonna be it's Sixers, Milwaukee,
Brooklyn ain't playing
and
yet.
Nets are the top 3.
And you just gonna diss the Celtics like that?
Yeah.
Yeah.
They got a whole other bunch of issues going on right now.
Yeah, without Ime Udoka there now,
They got no coach.
I think it's something different about I just don't think it's gonna run well for them this year.
That team going to they're going to implode.
I'm gonna remember this.
I could be wrong, but I got
I'm
a
gonna remember
feeling.
this.
And I
Did
think
they
we're-
get better?
I'm gonna they I like them getting Brogdon. They needed somebody else because Smart's not their point guard. Smart's more of a defensive player, sit in the corner, hit a 3. They was relying on him to run the point guard.
That one
Okay.
was good.
That's
And then
not
they-
his
then-
thing.
I like the Brogdon.
And
I
then
like
they
the
got
Brogdon picked up. I like the
And then
Brogdon
I'm
picked up.
saying that Grant Williams started coming to his own. You still got the boy Williams. It's still the same team. Tatum just shooting.
what's
up
his
right
name
now.
still there? Al Horford.
Yeah, Tito. You remember last time somebody dunked on him? He just looked at him, right? And he just
Okay.
snapped.
The boy, the
He gonna have to get
Williams
dunked on
gonna
the
be
whole
out.
season.
I'm not counting. Like I said, I'm not counting that team. out.
Will-
Somebody gonna have to dunk on Al Horford every game for them to win.
And then
Williams.
Miami. You forgetting
What-
about Miami?
I'm feeling
They up and down, man.
Philly
Yeah, they're going to be in the playoffs. it's something about Miami that
Thing what kills me with
hasn't
Miami
put me
is,
over on them
is
yet.
Jimmy Butler has like
I like Jimmy Butler.
he
though.
needs to play consistently.
It's not
That-
all
that's
Jimmy
not.
Butler.
Tobias Harris to me, don't he?
Yeah, it's not all Jimmy Butler to me. I think Jimmy Butler exceeds his capabilities a lot. I don't think he's naturally
He's
a
not
gifted,
your number one scorer.
Right.
He can
Right.
score. That's the problem.
but he's not a natural gifted scorer, and that's what that team needs.
You say he's not the number one guy.
Yeah.
No,
No,
never was.
he isn't. But he plays. Sorry, he plays higher
He did the
than
same play.
what he got paid for. Oh, well, he's getting paid now, but originally early on, he played higher than what he was asked to do.
Damn, is that 17 unanswered?
What the hell is going on?
And he came from being homeless. So,
Yeah, I like Jimmy Butler.
He
I
got a
like
good
Jimmy Butler.
score.
He put the
I'm
work
with you.
in. I watch his his off season stuff. He puts the work in.
Yeah, he
And
did.
I can't take nothing from him.
I will give him that.
It's
He put
just
in-
he can't get past
He put in the
LeBron.
work on Rich Nichols.
He can't get past LeBron, and it is what it is. But I ain't got nothing against him.
But I mean,
It's a toss up.
Me
We'll
either.
see.
I mean, he got wore out in that bubble.
yeah, Rich
Yeah,
Nichols.
They was small. They was a small team.
I mean, for them to get as far as they did with what they had,
Yeah,
Like,
they were a small team. The
that was-
Lakers sat on them. They
that
were
was
big.
that was our year to win that.
I think the Lakers had JaVale McGee that year and Dwight Howard.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Come on, they had
All
JaVale McGee, Dwight
all
Howard,
those
and Anthony
trees.
Davis.
They had all those trees, but
The power forward bigger than your center.
Well, yeah, I'm still with us. Like I still don't think we got better offensively, but you know who's
As long as Doc Rivers y'all coach, I don't have no faith. That man seems to every time I see him in a game 7, he choke. And then you turn around, and you blame Ben Simmons. That's a coward move.
Ben Simmons should have dunked it.
I mean, true, but damn, you don't go the first thing on you out your mouth.
Ben
and
Simmons
say
should have
that.
dunked it on that boy.
Shit.
Ben Simmons was like, "Oh man, I ain't trying to shoot these."
I'll never forget the bubble. Remember, Clippers was favored to win the whole thing, and who
Yeah.
beat them? The Nuggets came back down 3-1. Doc Rivers is garbage as a coach. That's like his third time that happened to him.
Eventually, they stopped listening to him, but he
And
do got a championship ring.
You mean KG and Ray Allen them got the ring?
He's the coach.
They don't listen to no coach. I don't really. To me, NBA coaches don't really do nothing to me like NFL.
Yeah, it do. We gonna see what Boston because Ime Udoka was.
Who is
No,
this?
but you're acting like Boston ain't kept. They was winning before he got there.
Who's Boston's coach though? Who's
Some
the
assistant
assistant.
coach.
He's the young
He
guy.
tried to throw an Ime Udoka under the bus. Right
Yep.
there, so
He trying to get that job.
he's trying to get it. He trying
He's
to
like,
make sure
oh,
he
you
don't
think
come
it's
back.
just this one girl, right? It was
I heard him in the athletic room.
He snitching?
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, he was dry snitching on Ime Udoka, trying to make it seem like I don't get down. Like he was shitting on him, making it
He
seem
was
worse
up there
than.
saying that.
Yeah, instead of sticking with him and all
He
that.
whack.
He tried to
And
get that
if I'm
spot.
Udoka, when I get my
Go
job
off
back
the
out there,
team.
you pack your bags. You're done.
Going to the
Now
next.
he should punch him like Draymond.
Probably crossed his mind.
But what were we talking about? Oh, the Draymond. So yeah, we talked
Yeah,
about.
Speaking about getting punched, Dante Wilder.
Oh yeah, let's go to that. It was that's his first fight back.
Man,
Yeah.
y'all was excited for that?
I wasn't excited. I didn't watch. I just watched the
I didn't
highlight.
watch it either.
I was telling Brian earlier. I'm happy he won, but he a little punch drunk right now because this man was basically saying like Tyson Fury had loaded gloves and a whole bunch of other stuff going on. You got beat up by a better fighter. Wilder is a fighter. Fury is a boxer. He's just going to swing wild. Fury just going to be like, okay, all right, do your thing, and then I'm just going to pick you apart.
I'm over Fury anyway.
I mean,
Is he retiring?
He played too much. You don't know what the fuck
He's still.
He's supposed to fight.
Manuel Char.
Yeah.
They fight this month or November?
Well,
I do remember seeing that on Facebook or Instagram. One of them too.
I don't know when the day it is exactly, but I know he's
I
coming back.
don't even want to see him fight though. I'm just waiting for.
He need to
Wilder
fight
and
Usyk.
Joshua.
Well, that's the next fight they talking about.
That's the only fight I want to see. That's the only one that really matters to me.
But the fight I watched was fucking was Haney and Kimbosa. And he just beat him up even worse.
Caleb Plant knocked home dude.
Oh yeah, with one punch. And the old dude was talking trash the other day.
He had the Kruger dunks on too, so
Yeah, he was talking trash to him the other
I
day.
saw that.
Didn't he hurt his hand or something, Jules?
I think.
And then he was talking trash. Oh, you gonna
Yeah.
cancel the fight? Da, 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 da.
And he ended up
he
beating the
got
shit out of him.
And now Haney's supposed to fight Lomo. Lomo fights in a couple weeks.
Oh, for real?
And then they gonna fight. I think Bob Hearn was talking about in April.
Oh, wow.
So,
but
that's done.
He happy. I mean, he won. He got his knockout, so he should be happy about that.
He's about to get a payday again.
Yeah.
But
give him his bread.
Joshua going to agree to that?
Are they
In the
they're
States,
gonna have to now.
will it be in the States or he got to go across the water?
He going to beat the brakes off.
I think Eddie Hearn is
It's
talking
trying-
about doing one here and then one over there.
One over there.
Which one happens first? Because you know that's going to matter.
One over there.
They probably do one over there first.
That's going to be the thing right there.
That's been Joshua's thing. He won't fight in the United States because he knows he's not going to draw big over in the United
I wouldn't even be
Kingdom.
worried about that. I'm like, yo, if you cut me a $400-something million check, it don't matter where we fight.
Yeah.
I'm going to punch somebody.
But his thing is,
People going to watch that fight regardless of what it's at.
just the name alone will sell just because it's too.
That's a fight we should see.
They want to see
first.
some. Yeah, they want to see who's going to get knocked out, and it's probably going to be Joshua. But that's all
I
they want
wanted to see him
Glass
fight.
Joe.
My thing with Wilder.
That's all everyone wanna see.
I like Wilder, but he's not a boxer.
Yeah, but he going to beat the brakes.
Oh,
off
he gonna
Joshua.
he gonna put hands on Joshua's face.
Joshua got beat by what was it, Andy?
Andy
Yeah. He got beat by Andy. Andy looked like he just got done delivering Uber Eats.
Self to my job.
He got off of Uber Eats.
Yeah,
He
truck driver,
delivered.
my
job.
He came fresh off the taco truck.
Nah, he just
But he
put the
got
brakes
fit,
on
though.
my car.
He did though.
He got fit.
Yeah, he looks good now though. Man, if you really look at
Yeah,
it.
he lost weight. He got in shape.
Yeah, he.
But I think that's like the only boxing fight that matters right now.
Yeah, Josh.
No, just the heavyweights, but they got
heavyweight
some
fights.
lighter cuts.
Yeah,
that's some good
Joshua and
fights.
them now, just because of their circumstances right now, they don't have to worry about a belt. They can just come in there and just fight.
But that's
I
why I
know-
don't think.
I know-
That's why I think Joshua was going to agree to
I know
it.
I'm about to get some looks for this one, but it kind of reminds me of when Vanderlei Silva fought Chuck Liddell.
I was about to say Jericho. So
It feels like that one. It feels like it was way
Long
past due.
overdue?
Yeah, it was way past due, but we got it anyway.
Ooh.
Yes, get that first. But that's what it feels like to me. It's one of those fights that's long overdue, but we're going to end up getting it anyway. Better late than never, I guess.
I still think the fight everybody will watch is going to be Garcia and Tank. They just did. You hear about them in
Yeah.
the club?
Yeah.
Chain getting snatched, and
Yeah.
he was. I don't care what.
That's bound to happen.
I'm putting my
That
paws on you.
has to happen.
It got to. It done sold itself already.
Yeah, that's to the point now. They got to throw
I
hands.
thought Ryan Garcia was a nice dude too, man.
Nah,
he
he
was
got
a savage.
he got a little dog in him, man.
He was- yeah, and it just keep building and building. Like to me, I'm over. I don't even care about Spencer Crawford no more because it seems like
I still hope it
They said it was supposed to go down. Now it's not.
Nope.
So.
see, I feel like with boxing, it's a lot of hiding behind where we're gonna have the fight.
Yeah.
What's the purse gonna be? What's the cuts and all that? And I always
There's
feel like
so much
that's
money
you
involved.
That's you not wanting. But I feel like in some instances, it's you not wanting to fight that person. Be like,
But
yo,
it's also
if I put my ticket too
it's
high,
also
we ain't gonna be able to get this fight. Because I was having this conversation on Facebook about Shields, Layla Ali ducking Shields, and the excuse was always the money was never right. She didn't want to. I was like, no, she didn't want to fight.
because your payday might not be the
She
same.
didn't
as
want
that.
to fight
That's what
Shields.
it's.
This is where I have no respect for Layla Ali. She ducked Ann Wolf when that was supposed to have been the biggest boxing fight for a female.
Yeah.
She went on every show and was basically saying, I'll fight Ann Wolf, I'll fight Ann Wolf. But when it came to do it, she didn't want to do it. She seen Ann Wolf knock Vonda Ward the hell out. She was not fighting her since.
I
Since
get
then,
you trying to get your money. You know?
ever since then,
The purse
Layla
can
Ali's
change.
been selling a hell lot of palm olive. What was it? That Palmer's cocoa butter.
As
She-
fine as
Washing dishes?
Layla Ali is, she just ain't want to have her face all bruised up. That woman was gorgeous.
Man,
She
Ann
was
Wolf
all
would
ugly.
have fucked her up.
That's why and she didn't want to look ugly because of it.
Layla, you're beautiful.
Yeah, she beautiful, but
Love
Ann
that.
Wolf would have
Love
fucked
that
you up.
And that's probably
With
that's,
Shields.
that's probably what would have happened. Both
Yeah,
of them, they
Shields
both
is
dark
gonna
skinned
another
and
title.
got rage in them. Layla Ali is she's a pinup model, man, runway goddess.
And
Like,
Ann
she
Wolf
one
was
time
somebody
got
that
her
would
face all
have
messed up.
took her head off.
And Shields just won another title.
She's not
Yeah,
trying to mess
yeah.
that smile up.
That's not the same chick though.
I mean, yeah. That's
Yeah.
why I was just glad I started talking about
That's
Shields.
Ronnie Shields' daughter, Clarissa.
Clarissa
Yeah.
Shields. Yeah.
I'm glad she won too, though, man. 'Cause That fight was brewing with them.
She broke
her-
down too afterwards, man. I was like,
Well, that's the girl that beat her when they was the amateurs. So she
That's
so
a
her
she
own
came in a little
little
motivated.
vindication.
But not only that, she was throwing stars at her, basically laughing at her because she was in there saying, well, you lost your mixed martial arts fight. The girl had balls for even getting in that cage. She trying. That's harder than...
She can't get nobody to fight her.
To me, mixed martial arts is harder than boxing. Well, hold on. Mixed martial arts is safer than boxing. I think boxing is like way scarier. Like, I don't want to get hit in the head.
You sure you want to ask Jake and Tony that? It's safer?
I think it. Well, he got submitted, right? So he was good money.
This who beat him up bad? I ain't seen him back in the ring.
Randy Couture, he said he knew he wasn't going to box that man. He said
if he'd boxed him, he'd got destroyed.
If he would have been in there in a box match with him, man, Tony would have knocked Couture
first round.
It wouldn't have lasted long.
It's them huge gloves, man. Those gloves make a difference, man. I don't know if anyone's ever sparred, but getting hit with some 9-ounce gloves will change your life. When someone's hitting you with conviction, yeah, it's different. It's different than them 4-ounce gloves. 4-ounce gloves feel like getting hit with someone's bare hands. It's not as bad, but when you get hit with them 9-ounce gloves, it hurts. It hurts more.
I think the thinner gloves is easier to knock out.
Yeah, because it's more bare.
Yeah,
it's more your hands.
Yeah. But I'd rather get hit with the thicker glove.
Not me.
I don't want to get hit one either of them. I ain't trying to find out.
The thicker glove just bounce your brain around a little bit. But them thinner gloves,
I've been hit with both, and I don't like the
them thinner gloves. You feel it in your bone. The thicker ones, like if it gets snagged on you, you get But that's it. You get a little remember them Rock'em Sock'em robot? You ever got hit in the head and you be like, and you feel like your brain got rattled? That's what. But you get hit with them thin ones and that shit hit like right here or right here. That shit hurt. You feel it right in the bone. Like
when I got hit with 9-ounce gloves and I got hit with 16-ounce gloves. That shit changes your whole perspective.
I don't know, man. I felt the knuckle.
I've got hit with 4-ounce gloves and it didn't shatter or wobble my legs.
You must have got you didn't get ripped. You probably got grazed.
No. I was training with a guy who was fighting.
You get hit right in one of the hard points with them thin gloves. You feel like that shit hit.
I was sparring with a guy who was training for a fight.
I use 14 ounces at the gym.
Yeah, see that I'm telling you, that changes your whole life. An overhand right was some 9-ounce or 16-ounce gloves will change your life. It will be like, damn. You be like, do I gotta pee?
Don't play with matches.
Especially if it's on any of your off buttons, it's worse. For me, it is. To me, it's worse if anybody hits your off buttons.
Got it.
Wow, good.
Got
him. Needed that.
Yes.
You can call that game.
No, I ain't saying
how many
nothing
minutes
yet.
left?
6, right? Or 7?
7 minutes.
Come on, Cooper Rush. No.
That's some breathing room for him.
Now watch Dak gonna be on the team playing like y'all should have let me play.
I mean, all seriousness, Dallas played a good game tonight, though. They suck as hell, though, but they were playing good.
Y'all got to worry about the Giants, man.
Giants looking good right now.
Yeah, Giants.
I look at you and say, yeah, you're right.
Yeah.
Giants.
Because they smoked us last year almost.
Saquon is back.
He healthy.
And that's defense. Mm-hmm. It's going to come down between y'all. I just think Dallas got on a little hot streak.
Mm-hmm.
But I Falcons beat somebody today.
We'll play that again. I love it.
Hey, we still number 1 in NFC West.
Y'all lost. I can't believe that.
I couldn't believe it either.
I said 14-0.
Sportsmanlike conduct.
I couldn't believe it either. But yeah, we still number 1 in the NFC West.
Thank you.
Oh, y'all are?
Yep.
I mean, you got no worry about.
Yeah, Rams trash. But now we all tied.
Let me see what I say about Jimmy. Jimmy just do one game, he up here, then he goes here.
Well, I gotta watch. I just kept up with the score. I gotta watch the highlights.
He threw 2 picks.
Oh, he did. Damn.
Yeah. He go party.
That's about Jimmy though. That's about Jimmy though.
He go party after he win, and then reality sets in. And he's like, well,
he ain't had no off season.
Oh, because he was injured, yeah.
I don't know. I'm making excuses. What we got left?
I can cope with that.
Jason, what we got left?
Oh, everything about football. I think all we got left is I guess we could wait because we went through the comic stuff. Then we said something about
Bray Wyatt.
Marvis.
We got Bray Wyatt left.
Yeah, so yeah.
Didn't we talk about Bray Wyatt?
Can we wait another week?
No, well, we got the promo.
We
Friday.
got a promo Friday.
Uncle Howdy.
Huh?
Uncle Howdy.
Uncle Howdy.
Did you watch?
I see. I'm just coming back to WWE. So y'all got y'all ahead of me.
That's the new characters.
That's the dude with the black phone man.
Yeah.
Apparently, I guess the Wyatt 6 isn't going to be other members. It's going to be
him.
It's going to be him.
He's supposed to be all of them.
He's going to be all 6.
No, because I
want
seen some of these
man.
people from WWE posting on Twitter.
Nah, it's supposed to be on him.
No, it's
You ain't see it?
Well,
I know what you're talking about.
well,
And they
some
all
of it,
like-
some of it was coming out. It was supposed to be
With the
him
dolls?
and Aleister Black was supposed to have been together.
Aleister Black said he not leaving.
No, well, they was trying to get both of them to come out at the same time,
Aleister Black.
but Black couldn't get out of his AEW
He
deal.
didn't want to leave. He
Well,
came
he
out.
wanted to leave. He
No,
couldn't
no.
get out.
No,
He came out.
tried.
He came out and said, "I was never trying to leave."
The corporate answer to give.
Yep.
Because they all admitted they got contacted by what's in there. Well, Andrade basically let you know what he trying to do.
he-
Get rid of me.
I mean, I'm gonna go with
And
he came
he
out
said
and
that he asked for
I'm
his
gonna
release.
take him what he
came out-
said.
He came out and said I was never leaving AEW. He said I wasn't trying to get out of my contract. I was just taking some time off.
I think he
That
got
Yeah.
paid a little bit to say that.
Yeah, he was trying to get out.
I'm gonna go by the man
Possible.
word though.
Yeah,
At the end of the day,
Yeah, he's trying to
he's
get
still
out.
there.
We'll
He's
see.
still there. If he
Time will
wanted to
tell.
leave, he had a chance.
Time
And that's
will
what it
tell.
sounds like.
He's stuck for the next 5 years,
Yeah,
apparently.
if
so.
he re-up, that means he all right.
Time will tell. If you see him get a decent run or better than what he's going through, then you'll know he was meant to be there. But if not,
well, I don't even know when he slotted to come back.
Who?
Aleister Black.
Aleister Black. He said he taking time.
Yeah, he was trying to get out, but
now he was talking about this mental health. Look, he was talking mental health stuff.
The man come out and say, "Yo, I never was going
I
nowhere."
just needed some time to myself.
He was
like,
talking.
He said I had family issues. I lost somebody, and
He was saying the same stuff when he was in WWE, when he was in NXT, and they kept him there, and he still was wrestling. It wasn't until after he got released that all this stuff started to come out that I need to stay home stuff. Like he had already been talking about this.
all right.
So I think it's all a matter of time. I'm with Kev. I think he did I got paid to say something different. But Tom
Are y'all-
a lot of guys have come out and said that the same exact thing. And then once they swapped sides, it was always I did want to go there, but I had to do this because of that. It's been said so many times.
See, my only thing when he had said it though, he said he was irritated that he even had to come out and say it because he was saying that the rumors were just flying around.
Well,
But the
what
same
took him so
AEW
long?
fans
What took
did
him so long to say something about
But
that?
I think that's why he said something because he kept
took him
he's
so
saying
long,
people
though?
keep saying that
I
I
mean,
want to
'cause-
leave.
Once it happened the first time, he should have came out and be like, "That's not true."
I mean, but everybody ain't the same on how they gonna react if somebody saying something. Like somebody might say something 3 months there.
don't know.
Just because I
see.
say something now
We'll
doesn't
see.
mean somebody.
How
I mean,
y'all
I'm
feel-
gonna go by what the man saying.
We'll see.
How y'all feel about?
At the end of the day, these wrestlers got lives.
Are y'all
Let them
feeling
live
Bray
out.
Wyatt's return?
I don't like
Yes
the
or no?
theme music.
I didn't like the theme music.
I
either.
like it.
I do.
I don't think that's his
I like
theme
it.
music.
Yeah,
I think that was Bray Wyatt, the
Yeah.
person's theme music. I
That's
hope
what
so.
was-
That's what I'm hoping.
That's what
I liked it. It was
I'm
okay.
saying.
I like
They
it.
don't like it, but in 24
I like the
hours,
promo.
6 million views.
Yeah.
No, I'm not saying. I'm talking about the theme music.
I don't like theme music.
It might grow on you.
It grew on me because I like that type music. so.
I think for me, his theme music
And I like
started-
Code Orange. So
His
It took away from his interest.
his theme music used to sound very unique. Now this one sounded almost kind of like other people's theme. Like his always was. It stood out to me. I mean, it's the theme music. I mean,
Are you okay with
I
him
like
being on SmackDown? This is the first time I watched SmackDown in about
I
7
like
That's where
years.
he's been at.
I don't think he's gonna be.
I ain't
Yeah,
watched
he's
SmackDown
exclusive
there.
in years. This is the first time I watched SmackDown, and I waited.
they put him on there because it's lack of
Yeah.
faces on there. So
it's
apparently,
face.
I
guess-
didn't know. I didn't know what channel SmackDown came on.
And they got this little storyline, all that booked out until next year.
Yeah.
You know what though? I think if they didn't have Roman with both titles, I think Finn Balor would be the champ on Raw right now.
Over Seth?
Possible.
Over KO.
Where has he been?
I don't know.
Did y'all hear the rumor that's going around? They're gonna get rid. They're gonna take that briefcase off of him.
Except for
Austin Theory.
Off of Theory.
Theory.
Nah. Yeah, seriously.
Just have him have a match and lose.
For what?
What happened?
I guess they're not sold on them, or who?
That's
I don't
a
know.
Hunter sign. How ain't sold on somebody sign?
I don't
I
know.
ain't sold on
But
it.
anyway, the whole rumor going around is saying it's supposed to be. I guess it's him, Owens, and Gargano are going to fight over that briefcase. I think they want to put the belt on Kevin Owens.
I think they do.
I think that's the route that they're going with it. So
I would rather. It made more sense if you'd have fought Cody or some shit.
I
Cody.
love Kevin Owens, man, but you gotta give that man a shot.
Yeah, Theory busted his ass.
yeah, I know, but that's
They
the
gave
rumor that's
Logan
floating.
Paul a shot. Like you can't give Austin Theory a shot.
Yeah.
You give Logan Paul
Yeah,
a
that's
shot.
true.
Like this dude is like disgraced off YouTube. You know, he had to go and do his other platforms.
He
People
fought
support
Mayweather,
him.
man. Paul had probably the best non-traditional celebrity life.
Yeah, I agree.
I don't know how much money he got, but he made enough.
He got tons.
And the transition,
Being
Ball
like,
game.
being
that's
chastised.
all.
Now all the success he's had post filming that person dying in the woods, you know, it just shows you how messed up our society is. That you know him to still be able to do as much as he has when
Let's
so
call it
many
for what it
people
is.
is like, what he did was so disrespectful. Nigga, he gets
Let's
banned
call it
off
for what
of
it is. He a
YouTube
piece
and
of
all.
shit for that. I mean, he a piece of shit for that. I mean, call that for what it is, man. Oh, that's a catch, man.
I don't bang with neither one of the Paul bros.
Me either.
Nah, man.
They're irrelevant to me. I mean, if I was to ever meet them in life, I just, hey, how you doing? You know, I don't really have anything, to say or.
all I'm saying is they
Wanna
made
hang out with them,
they made a bag. They made a name for themselves.
Why is it though?
Huh?
What
Whatever they done in their life to get that level of attention, they did it.
I mean, more
My
power
boy,
to
my
him.
boy
think it's
went
a
from
title.
YouTube
I think
to
it's a-
fight. He fought
entitlement.
Mayweather. Listen to this.
I think it's entitlement.
He fought Mayweather, then went on to fuck. Was he at WrestleMania? What was that?
Yeah.
Yeah, he did fight WrestleMania.
And he
I think.
fought at fucking WrestleMania. How many people gonna say that?
Not
A
many.
lot.
Mike Tyson.
Not
Mike
many.
Tyson
I just-
fought in professional fights and wrestled. Who else could say it?
It ain't
Not,
many.
not many, but my whole opinion is he's just a piece of shit. I mean,
And that's and
That-
I don't know these people personally, so I can't. And I don't know what he may or may
He
not.
thought it was funny.
He may have thought it was something people would click on, and to get more views. And whatever he had to atone to for that, that's on him and the people that's mad about it. Outside of that, though,
Yeah, no one cares.
that boy made money.
That's why I said no one cares. Like,
And
people just don't care.
All right, but maybe that is the truth.
The
Maybe
people
that
that's
is the
the
truth.
people that's cutting the check, they don't care.
All right.
They're like, he's number one podcaster. He has,
He got a podcast.
whatever he got going on. But they're like, he feels somebody die. People die every day. Who cares? He's still a good kid. Like, I think if it was somebody like
That's
us,
the world we live in.
if it
bro.
was somebody like us that did it, we'd be done. We'd be finished. We wouldn't be able to do nothing.
All I say is shitty people make money every day. So
Yup.
what it is.
Yeah, but I mean, it all depends on what kind of shitty person. Though we know damn well if it was one of us. It would
I mean,
not
no,
be
I'm
saying
talking
not
about.
be
I'm
saying
talking about like
I
millionaires.
can't say
I'm
that.
talking
All right?
millionaires
And I'm about to
offshore
get off
account-
topic real
accounts and all
quick.
that.
Herschel Walker
Oh, that dude, man.
has done some of the
Prime
dumbest
example.
and lying shit, and he somehow stay in the limelight, and they still backing him. And I don't really like to talk politics, but after some of the shit I read about him and all the shit he been lying about throughout his life, and some of this stuff, he threatened to kill people, threatened to kill his ex-wife, ex-girlfriends, Taiwan. That he out his rocker.
Yeah.
And he even admitted to having multiple personalities or some shit in one of the books.
Well, right now he in the middle of some mess because
He lied again.
Super super pro.
He lied again.
but then paid for one. Of
So
his
I can't even
girlfriends.
say
Get
I
an
can't even
abortion.
say if you black. It's just what it's the
can't-
world we live in, bro.
The
It's
damn,
the world
it's
we
the
live
damn
in.
Eagles. That's what it is.
It's the world we
damn
live in.
Eagles.
He going through all that, and we're hearing all his dirty laundry. But when
still
it
gonna
comes
get-
when
they
it comes
still-
to politics, they still want Trump to run in 2020.
Well, they ain't trying to give him president, but they still backing him.
But it's still, I mean, like you said, let's kill politics.
Yeah,
Yeah.
but all right,
Say,
we had
Biden or Trump.
yeah, we had 143. So let's go ahead. I still got to eat.
Bancha?
Nah, I got Chinese.
Yo, since Banchan been open, I done been there like 3 times in the past week.
Julia, you back again?
No, they know me now.
Okay, that was a little racist. My bad.
Look.
Make sure you edit that out.
Now we ain't gonna make no money.
Between that and me at the movie, the dictator, who you're done.
Yeah,
Folks, this is our last episode.
We love everybody. But yo, I've been there like 3 times, man. That soy garlic,
It's good.
Man,
It's
that
good.
soy garlic will
Soy
hit
garlic's
you
banging.
different. Yo, I had them put that on the rice, man. Oh man, that was
Banging.
Gave you life.
yo, man.
Yeah, I didn't like the plain chicken, but the soy
Yeah,
garlic.
the soy
Yeah, it's
garlic.
good.
I mean, the plain chicken wasn't bad. But
I ain't
that
like
soy
the
garlic,
half and half though.
That spicy one a little spicy.
Yeah,
It's
that
a
got
little
some kick
spicy.
to it.
I ain't mess with that.
Spicy.
Yeah, it got some kick
I'm
to it.
playing with 'em.
But all right, let's go
Where
ahead and
is
take
this
this
place
out. I'm
again?
hungry, man. It's on.
Bonchon.
I'll show you.
College Square,
Okay.
where the old Kmart used to be.
Over that way.
Yeah.
Ruby Tuesdays.
sorry.
Is it Ruby Tuesdays?
Yeah,
no,
there's
no.
a Kmart.
Yeah, it was
I think it was
Kmart. It was
College
old.
Square.
It was old. I think it was
When
old Kmart there.
When
Was
you're
it?
coming off of Main Street and you're looking right at it where the Acme used to be shot.
I'll show you on the map.
It's like where the Wawa.
okay.
The Wawa was the Enterprise right
even,
now.
even before Wawa.
I
not
just
that.
drove by that Saturday.
Yeah,
Yeah, it's in
as
that
soon as
shop,
you're coming
so.
off of Main Street.
Yo, it's bad when they know me in there.
I told you they knew you. That's why I did that. But all right, Jason, man, come on, take us out.
All
we
right, that's it, man.
Shout out to Bonchon.
Close Bonchon. Y'all want to send some platters or whatever to Drew?
Yo, hell,
He'd
soy
appreciate
garlic,
it.
man. We
with
appreciate
the rice,
it.
with the fried rice.
Yeah.
I got to try their noodles.
No, I heard that was good too. I ain't had it yet though.
All right, I'm hungry now.
All right, so I'll go ahead and close this thing out. To my left,
Tri-State Tip, IG.
Julian Smith on Facebook.
Smitty with 365 on Insta.
And that's that boy.
and Tiger Helly 19, Instagram, Snapchat, government on Facebook.
Nah, never mind.
All right, y'all. We'll see y'all next
Yo,
week.
you know what I'm gonna do? I'm gonna get a piece of paper. I'm gonna tape his whole handle right on the front of his desk.
I could put that I could insert that as a design.
Yo, we gonna do that. Shameless plug.
Yeah, I'll put that in there without you even knowing.
Are we still on?
Yeah, we
Yeah,
we ended it
still
now.
on.
All right,
I closed it out, and then Jules had an extra
Oh, I'm
segment.
sorry.
So
all right.
Plus,
We
we
out.
talking.
Till next time.
I don't know.
Peace.
Peace.